Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Monday morning, it's the start of a new week, it's the 15th of July, but a new week means a new week of spins. This week we're going for the regular Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Some weeks, of course, we are slightly different. You get some Super Saturdays thrown in and some odd days where I don't spin. All depends on my schedule. This week I've got a completely clear schedule. Now you may notice, different wheel to normal. This is the other wheel. This is a temporary wheel, just giving our main wheel a bit of a break. Now I need to put the ball in number 15, and I also need to give a big warm welcome to Alan. Thank you so much for your support, Alan. It does mean an awful lot. And this first spin will be dedicated for you. Let's get the wheel in motion. Let us get the 45-minute timer going, and we are off for the first spin of the new working week. Now, apologies, this wheel is as level as it can ever be without massive amounts of precise work. I'm sick of seeing this spirit level. I've seen it all weekend trying to get wheels level. And what's our first result of the working week going to be? I can tell you that we're starting on 16 red. So 16 red is the first result. It's in the TS section of the wheel. It's red, it's even, it's low, in the first column and in the second dozen. Now this wheel is very, very loud. Huxley wheels have a sort of tendency to get very loud after a certain age. And this one is true to form. You can hear the ball going around. That ball's about 5 years old, mind, at the very least. So maybe I need to invest in some new balls. As we go into red number 9. 9 in the Orphaland section of the wheel. It's red. It's odd. It's low. Third column. First dozen. So I hope you're all doing very, very well here on this Monday. It is currently 20 past 11 in the morning. Had a bit of breakfast. Woke myself up. You can see my trainer there getting the manky chair out of shot. Oh, if it wasn't so comfortable, it would have gone ages ago. As we stick in the red numbers with 19 red. This time it's odd and high in the second dozen in the first column and part of the Voisin section of the wheel. 3 sections in 3 spins. All 3 red numbers, of course. Still no sign of the middle column and no sign of the third dozen. Of course, it is very, very early days. So early days, in fact, I've forgotten to auto-refresh my stats on the other page as we go to 32 red. Red 32, confirmed. Middle column, third dozen. Red even and high. In the Voisin section of the wheel. So you can see red 32 there on your screens. And it is on the edge of the marquee. The marquee contains 15 numbers. That's around about 7.5 minutes worth of results, give or take. Every wheel's different, every spin's different, so I can't give you an exact amount of time, but it is 15 spins. As we carry on the red numbers with my personal favourite, red 27. In the third column, third dozen in the TR section of the wheel, it's red, it's odd, and it's a high number. The next result on the way. Still waking up a little bit, I've got to be honest. Had a bit of a lie-in, didn't get up until about 5 past 10. So yeah, still very much in my waking up phase. Well, I've had a bite to eat, so I'm not starving. As we continue into the squeaky number, 14, number of love. Middle column, middle dozen, red even low. In the Orphaland section for red 14. 6 red numbers back to back. Are we going to make it 7? Only time will tell. Perfect split in the columns so far, 2 in each. Same with the French sections actually, 2 in each. And 3 in odd, 3 in even, 3 in high, 3 in low. All 6 have been in red though. As we move to our first black number of the day with 29 black. 29, part of the golden corner in the Voisin section. It's black, it's odd, and it's high. It's part of the Voisin section in the middle column and third dozen. I forgot what I'd said for that one yet. Then, sometimes happens. Because I've got a very specific beat that I say things with. And if I change it slightly, I forget what I've said. But I can tell you that the next result is coming very, very soon. Here we go. We are in black 22. 22, it's black, it's even, it's high. Middle dozen, first column, part of the voisin section of the wheel. We're not going to get through 90 spins this time, I don't think. This wheel keeps the ball up a little bit longer than the other wheel. Especially when I do my clockwise ball. If I give it a good hard wang, it can be like 35-40 seconds. Long bounce into black 20, confirmed. Black 20 in the middle column, middle dozen. It's black, it's even, it's high. And it's in the Orphaland section of the wheel. Orphaland doing very, very well early days. It's beating out the Tiers at the moment. How many Orphaland numbers have we had? We've had 3, we've had 9, we've had 14, and we've had 20. Now they're all on one specific side of the Orphalands. You can see 1 through to 9 contains 1, 20, 14, 31 and 9. Nothing in 17, 34 and 6 yet. As we go into black 24, we were streaking with the reds, now we're streaking with the blacks. 24, it's black, it's even, and it is a high number. Third column, middle dozen. And it's part of the Tiers section of the wheel. Now I've got a new light in here. It's a little bit too bright for me. Such is life, though. We need to be able to see the wheel clearly, don't we? As we go back into my personal favourite, it's red 27. Third column, third dozen. Red odd high. Tiers section. You can just about see the ball going around in this wheel. It sits very high up, and the rim is actually a little bit differently curved for the number track. And the ball's off the number track and into red number 12. 12, it's red, it's even, and it's low. In the third column, in the first dozen. Part of the voisin section of the wheel. And we're in another reoccurrence with red number 9. 9, it's red. It's... excuse me, there's a bit of fluff there. It's actually a bit of paint from the wall where this was. Apologies for that. 9, red odd low. Third column, first dozen. Part of the Orphaland section of the wheel. Got to get rid of that. Sometimes happens. This wheel has been up against a wall for the best part of 12 months. And when it was up against the wall, it was wrapped in something really soft, like a throw. Well, it was a throw. It wasn't just like a throw, it was a throw. I'll tell you more after I've confirmed this result. Huge and Rouge, the number 36, red even high, third column, third dozen, Tiers section of the wheel. So yeah, it was wrapped in a throw. But over time, it's rubbed off bits of paint on the wall where it was sitting next to. And that has meant that little bits of paint every so often just catch my eye. I can see another one by the diamond opposite me right now. As we go into red 21. So I'm just going to get rid of that cheeky little bit of paint. Red 21 confirmed. Middle column, third dozen. No, it's not. It's middle dozen, third column. A red up high in the voisin section of the wheel. You can see now the marquee is fully populated. 15 results, and out of those, 11 are red numbers and only 4 are black. I had to double guess myself then because I thought that can't be right. I had to second check, and yes, 11 red numbers. And we're in black 24, another reoccurrence. Third column, middle dozen. In the Tiers section of the wheel this time, it's black, it's it's even, and it's high. That was a dreadful spin, really. Not used to spinning this wheel. I've not spun a Huxley in well over, I want to say 3 years since I last spun this properly. Maybe a little bit sooner, 2.5 years. And we're in red 21. Confirmed. In, out and in again for red 21. Third column. Middle dozen. It's red. It's odd. It's high. In the Voisin. And that is our 8th third column number in a row. 24, 27, 12, 9, 36, 21, 24, and then 21 again. All third column. Third column's got over half of the results, just FYI. And we're sticking in the third column with the Huge and Rouge. Red 36, confirmed. Third column, third dozen. Oh, apologies. These pockets are deeper than I'm used to. Let's try that again. Red 36, third column, third dozen, red even high in the TS section of the wheel. Gonna do some standy-uppy spins, I think. Get used to this wheel again. Get the muscles going. Mainly the leg muscles. The arm muscles don't need to do that much. It's all in the fingers. And we're still in the third column with in, out, in, out, in. It's a hokey cokey repeater for red 21 confirmed. Third column, middle dozen, red odd high in the Voisin section of the wheel. It's red 30, red 31, red 21. Is that a bit of a Freudian slip and we're just going to randomly get 31? Who knows? But 21 now, the hottest number on 3 results. 9 and 27 along with 24 and 36 in second place. And we're breaking any streaks at all with the big green 0. 0 not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the Voisin section of the wheel. And away we go for the next spin. We spin from the big green 0. I like 0, I've got to be honest. Every time I do a session, I like to get a big green 0 and I like to get a repeater. Once I've got those, I'm happy. But I never know whether to class a repeater of 0 as one or both. And we're in the third column once more. Red 36, confirmed, the Huge and Rouge. Third column, third dozen. Red even and high, TS section of the wheel. Red 36 on its third appearance. You can see 36 there 3 times on the marquee. You can see 21 3 times on the marquee. And you can see 27 twice on the marquee. Are we going to go to a different column? We are not. 12 red. Confirmed. 12, third column, first dozen. Red even low. Part of the Voisin section. Next result on the way. We're almost a third of the way through our first session together. Hopefully going to have 2 or 3 sessions today. Can't do my marathon ones on this week. 24, third column. In the middle dozen. It's black, it's even, it's high, it's in the TF. Third time out for 24. So that is 14 spins now without the middle column and 15 spins without the first column. I've never seen anything quite like this before, I've got to be honest. Well, I have once where I got 15 middle columns back to back. Big green 0. In for the second time. Not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the Voisin section of the wheel. That was a no spin. Let's respin from the big green 0. And the result, black 13. Confirmed. First column, middle dozen. It's black, it's odd, and it's low. It's in the TS section of the wheel. That ball went alarmingly close to 3 screens and actually hit one, so I'm just double checking as I knock my drinks over. Big green 0, hokey cokey repeater, in, out and in again. Not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the voisin section of the wheel. And now desperately looking for that ball. I've no idea where it went. Oh, I found it, I found it. $15, back to the third column. We had a little break and we're back in the third column. Middle dozen for 15. In the voisin section of the wheel. It's black, it's odd, and it's low. Got to be very careful with the roulette wheels and screens. All the screens it was near are working though. As we go into the first column with black 22, let's see if I can get that confirmed. First column, middle dozen. It's black, it's even. It's a high number in the voisin section. So now what I can do is I can turn these screens back off. Crisis averted, panic over. Big green 0 4 times in the last 10 spins. It's now the hottest number, not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the voisin section of the wheel. No spins happen sometimes. They don't normally fly out the wheel like that with me. I was trying my normal spin technique on this wheel, and now I remember why I don't do my normal spin technique on this wheel. Right opposite the 0 is 23 red. 23 in the middle column, middle dozen. In the TS section of the wheel, it's red, it's odd, and it's high. So the big green 0 is the hottest result 4 times, and they've all come in the last 4 spins. Or not the last 4 spins, the last 10 spins. They're on the marquee is what I'm trying to say. As we go into the middle column with black 35. Black 35 in the middle column in the third dozen. It's black, it's odd, it's high, it's in the voisin section. Now normally I like to aim to get full completion in 100 spins. Still never done it. And with the amount of numbers we're left with at the 30 spin stage, I doubt it's going to happen today. Number of love, another reoccurring number. Middle column, middle dozen. Red, even and low in the Orphaland section. That no spin's completely thrown my train of thought. Because even though I've seen each of the screens, because there are 3 screens it could have hit, each of them have been turned on and they're all working, I'm still a little bit paranoid. Do you get like that? Where you're frightened you've broken something even when you've confirmed it's not broken? Is that just me? 30 red, middle nothing, because it's third column, third dozen in the TS section of the wheel. It's red, it's even, it's high. Let's go back to standy-uppy spins. It is a Monday morning, should have all the energy in the world. I have to say though, that Wimbledon final yesterday drained me. And then the Cricket World Cup, I'm not a big fan of cricket, but my other half is, and we were on tenterhooks watching it. Red 21. Confirmed. Third column, middle dozen. It's red, it's odd, it's high, and it's in the voisin section of the wheel. See, I feel the need now, because I'm standing up, to get a little bit more energetic with my voice, because at the moment I'm being quite relaxed. So I might have a few energetic spins, get this burst of energy out. As we go into black 26. Confirmed. Third dozen middle column for black 26. In the Voisin section of the wheel, it's black, it's odd, it's not odd, it's even, and it is high. Black 26 making its debut today. Still a plethora of numbers that we have yet to see, but we've got a lot of time left. We've got 25 minutes and 10 seconds or thereabouts of this session, but this isn't the only session we've got today as we go into red 30. 3-0 confirmed. Red even high for number 30. Third column, third dozen TR section of the wheel. 30, another reoccurring number I do believe. 30 on its second appearance of the day. You can see 30 came out 4 spins ago and it's out again. Big green 0 quietening, one or the other. Down a little bit, quieting down? I don't know. Black 26 confirmed. A middle column third dozen for black 26. In the Voisin section of the wheel, it's black, it's even, and it is a high number hokey cokey repeater. I've done that twice for black 26, I've called it odd. It's very even. I'm the odd one for miscalling it. Red 23 is the next result. This one's red odd high in the TR section of the wheel. It's in the middle column and the middle dozen. And your next result is on the way. I do like this wheel. I can have a nice drink and it still be spinning. Red 7's the next result. In the first column, first dozen, it's red, it's odd, it's low. In the Voisin section of the wheel for red number 7. I might try another one of my spins for that direction, instead of just attempting to get the ball round by any means possible. Watch as this time I don't get a lucky escape. Red 27, my personal favourite. Third time out for red 27. Third column, third dozen. TR section of the wheel. It's red on high. So I think we're going to have this wheel for 2 days here, and then we're going to swap back to the old wheel. I can see the old wheel from where I am. I could actually spin it if I wanted to, but there are no balls in it. So, you know, I can't spin it really. Red 12. Confirmed. Third column, third dozen. Third column, third dozen. Third column, first dozen. It's red, it's even, it's low, it's in the Voisin section. Third column still got over 50% of the results. It's cooled down a little bit, but it's still on fire. 63% in the high numbers. And second dozen is on 44%, so that's doing very well as well. Red 27, another hokey cokey repeater. In, out, in again, joining 0 as the hot number. It's red, it's odd, it's high. Third column, third dozen. TR section. Now I don't know where the ball's going to fall. I just spin the ball, I spin the wheel, and then we see where the ball lands together. I wouldn't like it if I knew where the ball was going to fall. A lot of the appeal to roulette, especially dealing, is not knowing where the ball's going to go. As we go into the snowman, black number 8. Middle column for black number 8, first dozen. It's black, it's even, it's low, and it's in. You guessed it, it's in the TR section of the wheel. So the sun has gone behind a cloud, which I'm not really that happy with, because I wanted to go have a little sit down in the sun after this session. I don't think that's going to happen. Our first rim on this wheel into squeaky 31, black 31 confirmed. Third dozen, first column. It's black, it's odd, it's a high number in the Orphaland section of the wheel. Next result on the way. What's it going to be? Is it going to be red? Is it going to be black? Is it going to be odd or even? Is it going to be high or low? Could be the big green zero, of course, ruining everything in the even chances with the big green zero. Oh, I thought we were going in my favourite number again, but we're going into black 6. In the Orphaland section of the wheel, it's 6, it's black, it's even, it's low, third column, first dozen. And that is our first foray into that section of the orphans. We've seen a lot of 20. We've seen it once actually. We've seen 40 twice, we've seen 31 once, and we've seen 90 twice. But that was our first spin in that side of the Orphalands. And we're in the opposite side of the Orphalands now with red 9. 9, it's red, it's odd, and it's low. Third column, first dozen, Orphaland section of the wheel. Did we talk that one in? Who knows? All I know is we've got 3 hot numbers at the moment. We have big green 0 on 4 spins, red 21 on 4 spins, and red 27 on 4 spins as well. 9, 24, 12 and 36 are all on 3 spins. Have you noticed all the hot numbers that have a column are in the third column? He says as he breaks that with red 23 now on 3 spins. Middle column, middle dozen. Red even, red odd and high in the TR section of the wheel. Is it bad that I had breakfast about 15 minutes before starting this session? And I'm eyeing up the clock and thinking, oh, I could have lunch after this. No, I can't. I need to stop eating as much as we go into black 29, confirmed. Middle column, third dozen for black 29 in the Wazan section of the wheel. And it's black odd and high. Yeah. Started some new medication roughly 3 and a bit months ago, so what was that? Middle of April. And I tell you what, my appetite has gone through the roof. I was about 15 stone, which is still quite heavy when I started this medication. I'm up to 19.5 stone. As we go into red 34, confirmed. In the third dozen in the first column. It's red, it's even, it's a high number, and it's in the Orphaland section of the wheel. So yeah, 19.5 stone. I was mortified when I got on the scales. Almost did a lap of honour. I mean, I worked well, I didn't actually work too hard at all to lose weight. I became ill when I was about 18 years old. And I lost 12 stone. I used to be 25 stone. 19 reds the next result. 19 in the first column, in the third, nothing because it's middle dozen. First column, middle dozen, red odd high. And in the Wazan section. So yeah, 25 stone when I was 16. By the time I was 18, I was 13 stone, 12.5 stone, 13 stone. And since then, it's sort of fluctuated. Settled at 15 stone for quite a while, and now it's just going up and up and up. As we go back into black 29. In the middle column, in the third dozen, in the Wazan section of the wheel, it's black, it's odd, and it is a high number. Black 29 warming up quite nicely. It's on 3 spins along with 23. They're the ones that have gained 3 spins since we last checked what were on 3 spins. And we're in black number 4. Can you believe that black 4's the lowest number if you don't include the 0 that we've had so far today? Wazan section for black 4. First column, first dozen. Black even low. So yeah, we've been very, very high number heavy. It's almost like we've got a tsunami starting with the high numbers, because 19 reds on 2 results, and then most numbers, the only high numbers we're waiting for are 25, 28 and double carpet 33. Sabotage 17, middle column, middle dozen, Orphaland section of the wheel, it's black, it's odd, and it is low. First appearance for black 17. We are missing 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, and now 18 for the low numbers. But only 3 low numbers have been out more than once, as opposed to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 high numbers. So the missing numbers don't tell the full tale as we go into red 23 joining the hot numbers. Red 23, middle column, middle dozen. Red, odd and high. And in the TR section of the wheel. Apologies, that wheel's a little bit quicker than I'd like to make it normally. It's going to take me a bit of time to get used to this wheel. Especially because I'm getting used to a new ball as well. That no spin we had, goodness, probably about 25 spins ago now, maybe a little bit sooner, has thrown me. A red 5 is the next result. Another number that we were missing, red 5, in the TR section of the wheel. In the middle column first dozen. It's red, it's odd, and it's low. And that was spin number 55, so it's nice to get a 5 there. Continuing the 5s. So, 4 numbers on 4 spins. I quite like that symmetry there. We've got 27, 21, 23, and the big green 0, all on 4 spins. Always nice to do it twice. There's nothing sweeter than a repeater. Red 5 out for the second time in a row. It's still red, it's still odd, it's still a low number, middle column, first dozen. Tierra de Salandra section of the wheel. Are we going to get a trebolina of number 5? I've had 1 trebolina recorded and 1 quadrupeter recorded. And we're in red 9. No trebolina with the red 5, but we are in red 9. In the third column, in the first dozen. It's red, it's odd, it's low. It's in the Orphaland section of the wheel. We're about 4 spins behind where I'd be with the TCS wheel at this point, maybe 5 spins behind. And we go up a number into black 10, confirmed. First column, first dozen, first time out today. Black even low, in the TR. So we're waiting for 1, 2, 3, legs 11 and 18 in the low numbers. And we're waiting for 25, 28 and 31. No, 33, I beg your pardon. 25, 28 and 33 in the high numbers. 34, not one of the numbers we're waiting for. However, it is in the first column in the third dozen. Red even high, in the Orphaland section of the wheel. Oh, that hand, she is awful. In, out and in again with the Orphaland. Tierra and Orphaland heavy at the moment. Black 4 was our last visit to the Voisin section. And before that we had a bit of a string of Voisin. But the Voisin quite quiet in sort of the last 15 spins or so, I want to say. And we're in double carpet, black 33, one of the numbers we were missing, and it is confirmed. Third column, third dozen, black odd high in the TR section of the wheel. 25 and 28 in the high numbers now are the numbers we're looking for. Both in the Voisin. You can play them with a split, and they're both in the golden corner of the Voisin section, the 25-29 corner. The only numbers in a French section that are in a corner. 25, 26, 28 and 29. Sweet 16 is in the TR section of the wheel. And it's on your screen. Screen, it's on your screen. Sweet 16. First column, middle dozen, red even low in the TR section of the wheel. Right next door to double carpet, in fact. So in the low numbers, 1, 2, 3, legs 11 and 18. 25 and 28 in the high numbers. 7 numbers in total. Black 4, part of the low numbers. In the first column, first dozen. It's black, it's even, it's low, and it's in the Voisin. Apologies if you heard part of that sneeze that happened then. I did try and mute. Apologies for the pop with the muting. With sneezes, it's very hard to get to the button in time. Big green 0 is the next result. Not in any of the outside chances, columns or dozens, but it is in the Voisin section of the wheel. We're moving on from the big green 0. Are we going to get another big green 0? 0 is the hottest number so far today. 5 times out in 63 spins. So the big green 0 on fire. Not quite at 10%, not quite as hot as I've seen some numbers, but it's doing very, very well. And we're rimming into black 24. Confirmed. Black 24 in the TS section of the wheel. It's black. It's odd. It's not odd. It's even. And it is a high number. So in terms of the French sections, we're missing 1 in the Orphelin. And then we're missing 11 in the Tiers. And then 2, 3, 18, 25 and 28 in the Voisin. And we're in number 5. 5 in the TS section of the wheel, right next door to 24. It's in the first dozen, middle column. It's red, it's odd, and it's low. It's red number 5. So yeah, Voisin really underperforming in terms of unique numbers. However, Big Green Zero is the hottest. Maybe the other numbers should follow its lead. As we go into Sweet 16 again. Tiers, especially that part of the Tiers, seems to be quite warm in recent times. 16, it's red even low. First column, middle dozen, part of, you guessed it, it's part of the Tiers section of the wheel. I did just say it, and then I forgot. Sometimes happens, you lose your train of thought mid-sentence. Are we going to see an Orphelin number? That's the section we are waiting for the longest now. As we go into black 20, we are. Confirmed. 20, it's black, it's even, it's high. Middle column in the middle dozen and part of the Orphelin. Apologies, butterfingers today, me. I'm just going to blame the fact that... What can I blame? I can blame the fact it's a different wheel, can't I, and a different ball to what I'm used to. There we go. It's not because I'm inept this morning. Sabotage 17 in the Orphelin section of the wheel. Middle column, middle dozen. It's black, it's odd, it's low. Healthier mix of red and black on the marquee there, he says as he then tries to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black numbers, I think, to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've miscounted somewhere. It's a better mix than it was. A red 23, still in the middle column, still in the middle dozen. It's red odd and high in the Tiers section of the wheel. 8 minutes. We can probably get through about 15 more spins together, which is going to take us to 85 spins. Maybe even 12 or 13 spins, depending on the length. Black 29 in the middle column again. In the third dozen this time. It's black, it's odd, it's a high number, and it's in the Voisin section. Welcome return to the Voisin section. Last time we were in there was the Big Green Zero. $13 is the next result in the TS section of the wheel for black 13. Middle column, middle dozen rather, first column, part of the TS section of the wheel. My least favourite number, 13. Really superstitious about it. I don't know why. You know, some people just have superstitions. Some people are magpie. Some people walking under ladders. For me, it's the number 13. And our next result is... Huge and Rouge, 36. 36, red even high, third column, third dozen. TS section of the wheel. And we're waiting for the next results on from 36. 2 Tiers back to back. They are next door to each other on the wheel, 13 and 36. That would mean if we carried on the pattern, we'd go to legs 11, our missing Tiers number. But patterns are there to be broken as we go into black 29, now a very hot number. Middle column, third dozen for black 29. Voisin section's golden corner. It's black odd and high, and it is now on its fifth appearance. So 29, 0, 23 are the numbers on 5 spins. 9, 27, 24 and 36 are the numbers on 4 spins, along with 21. So those third column numbers have been overtaken by 2 numbers in the middle column now. as we go into Black 22, which we have seen today. Confirmed. 22, it's black even and high. First column, middle dozen, part of the voisin section of the wheel. This is spin number 75. Not quite sure how many spins we're going to get through. Can't really give you a timing yet until I've got the timings on this wheel registered somewhere in my brain. And we're going into squeaky 31. Did you hear that little squeak? 31. It's black, it's odd, it's high. First column, third dozen. Part of the Orphaland section of the wheel. So yeah, the pocket or the fret between 14 and 31, it's a little bit squeaky. No idea why. It's not loose or anything. It's just a squeaky fret. It's quite adorable if you think of it that way. Red 19 in the first column. In the middle dozen, it's red odd and high. It's lowest of the highs. That's in the voisin section of the wheel. Section we're waiting for the longest now is the tiers. Not seen it in 5 spins. Or 4 spins. Could be 5 spins if this one's not a tiers. Depends on where you class your spin to be. And we're very much in the tiers with the Huge and Rouge, the number 36. In the third column, third dozen, red even high, part of the tiers section of the wheel. Only 4 minutes now, 4 minutes to get these spins done. We've made no progress on those numbers we've yet to see. 1, 2, 3, legs 11, red 18, 25 and 28. Now we've made progress with red 25, confirmed. First column, third dozen, red odd high, voisin section of the wheel. 28, the only high number we're missing. 18, and then 11, and then 1, 2, 3 in the low numbers. Excuse me, a bit of windy pops then, came out of nowhere. Oh, I thought we were going into legs 11, but we're going into a red 30, confirmed. Third column, third dozen, red even high, part of the tiers section of the wheel. 4 red numbers back to back. We've not really been streaking anything apart from all those high numbers. Look at all those high numbers. From red 36 onwards, we have been in the high numbers. And now that I've spotted it, the chain's bound to break. Yep. Always the way, black 13 in the first column, in the middle dozen, black odd and low in the tiers section of the wheel. Sometimes you don't notice a pattern, you spot it, you think I'm going to ride the wave, and then it changes. Sod's law that, isn't it? Anyway, next result on the way. Hopefully it's a nice number. Hopefully you've had fun during this mammoth 45 minutes. Black 22, not one of the numbers we are due. In the first column, in the middle dozen, it's black, it's even, it's high, and it's in the voisin section of the wheel. You can see it twice there on your marquee, black 22, and it's making its 4th appearance of the day. A lot of numbers now on 4 spins. 21, 24, 22, 27, 9 are on 4 spins. Double carpet, 33. Second time out, I believe, for 33. Third column, third dozen. It's a black, odd and high number in the tiers. I try and average a spin every 30 seconds or so. I don't think I've quite hit that average this time. So I've got under 90 seconds to get 8 spins, including this one. And this is rimming, not helping the cause. Into another number needing its debut, black number 2. First dozen, middle column. It's black, it's even, and it's a low number. It's in the voisin section. 4 black numbers back to back. Spread across the tiers and the voisin, spread across low and high, spread across even and odd. Number of love, 14. Middle column, middle dozen. It's red, it's even, it's low. In the Awful Land section, I'm calling this the penultimate spin. One more spin after this. This should drop before the timer hits 0. And then I'll do a very brief rundown of the stats, and then we'll call it a session. Black 17 in the Awful Land section of the wheel. Middle column, middle dozen. It's black, it's odd, and it's low, and it's the final spin coming up. Well, the final spin is in progress. That's it, the timer's up. Got one more number to confirm together, and then I'll give you the stats, and then I shall leave you for a little bit. Just a little bit. Legs 11 making its debut. 11 is black, it's odd, it's low, middle column in the first dozen and part of the TR section. So let's take a look at the hot numbers first of all. We have 4 hot numbers all on 5 spins. 23, 36, 29 and the big green 0 all on 5 spins. Then on 4 spins we have 21, 24, 22, 27 and 9. So there are hot numbers. Cold numbers, they are the ones that haven't been out so far, so that's 28, 18, 3 and 1 going in descending order for some reason. And then let's have a brief look at the even chances, shall we? Red dominating over black, 10% margin there. Odd, 6% above even. High, a flipping heck, 22% margin. High is on 58%, low is only on 36%. Columns and dozens. Columns, your hottest column is the third column, your quietest column is the first column, and your second dozen, 40.7% of the results. And the tiers is hotter than the voisin, 40.7% in the tiers. Right, that is it from me. Thank you all so much for watching, especially to you, Alan, and I'll see you all very, very soon, probably later today, for even more spins.